Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to add a new custom slide in OpenLP. We use custom slides in our church for Bible translations where we have some specific verses the pastor has picked from a specific translation that's not already in OpenLP, and for other kind of one-time use prayers and that sort of thing. So we've got our service already planned in Planning Center, which we use at our church to plan services online. And one thing that we need is this Psalm 25, verse 1 through 10. And you can see the pastor has added an attachment, which I've already downloaded, this Word document. So she's got Psalm 25, 1 through 10 from the New Living Translation. So I'm going to select from here on down, and then copy, which is Command C or Control C on a Windows machine. I'm using a Mac here. And then go back to OpenLP. Under Custom Slides in the Media Manager, I'm going to click this button for Add a New Custom Slide. I'm going to give it a title. I'll just call it Psalm 25, 1 through 10, New Living Translation, and then click Edit All. Now this is where I'm going to paste what I just copied. So that's Command V for me, or Control V if you're using a Windows machine. Now, if I click Save, and then click Save, and then double click to preview, you can see my slide here, but as you can see the line breaks look a little funny in places, like here. So I'm going to format this so that it fits a bit better. So I'll right click on it, do Edit from the menu that pops up, choose Edit, and then click Edit All again. So I'm going to put this in parentheses, and then anywhere where I have a line that gets too long for one slide, I'm going to break it up a bit. So this is probably good, but this ever be disgraced. Let's move that down. I'll try to break these in places that make sense in the syntax. Like maybe after the comma. And let's see. Do prepositional phrases sometimes. For a conjunction. Alright, let's see if that looks any better. Save and preview it again. Here we go. It's a little bit better balanced. Fits a little better. You can see this one's running past, which you have shown from long ages past. But that looks better, so let's keep improving it. Edit again. Go find long ages past. Indent that. And this verse 2 here looks just kind of funny, so I'm going to back that up a bit. Sometimes I just let them flow more like paragraphs, but this is one where it's more like poetry. Alright, now we should break these up. I like to try to avoid having any more than 6 lines per slide, so I'm going to break this first one here. All we do is click Insert Slide, or you can just copy and paste, or even just type in this little block of characters. Let's do another one here. And then again, we'll go here. It doesn't have to be at verse division, just anywhere that's logical in the text. Remember, the goal here is just to not be distracting to people who are in worship. We want to make it clear without being distracting. And then last but not least, in our worship, we usually have the reader say, "This is the word of God for the people of God." Then everybody says, "Thanks be to God. Amen." To make that really clear, I'll add the names here in all caps, and then I like to take the things that the people say and put those in bold. Now you have to be using a theme that's not where the text isn't already bolded, which I will eventually do in the service for that difference to show up. Right now we're looking at it in a bold font. Alright, so let's pick, for example, that same theme, but I've got a text variation here where it's not already bolded. Save, and let's see how that looks. Actually, let me send it live. So to do that, I can highlight it here, and then click the projector to send it live. And if I were projecting, this would send it to my projector, just so we can see it a little bigger. There it is. Click through, that looks pretty good. So you can see the slides are a lot less crowded, a lot more clear. You can still see the poetic line breaks. Yeah, there we go. It helps to have, I find, a hard return and extra line break here before the all, just to make it really clear to the eye. And to add that to the service, I can just click it and drag it on in. Or you can also click it and press this big plus sign to add it to the service, or the plus sign on your computer keyboard. Now, let's do a similar one. This time, I'm going to grab a responsive prayer. So down at the bottom of this service, we've got this benediction. You can see the pastor has put in there the details for the slide. So I'm going to select that and copy it. And then head back to OpenLP, create a new custom slide. I'll call this one benediction, and then the date of the service. And then click Edit All. Once again, I'm going to paste that text in. And this time, I'm going to put a hard line break between each line. And kind of like I did in the last one, I'm going to bold what the people say. So I'll highlight, right-click, go to Formatting Tags, and select Bold. Or you can also just type in these characters. And let's put a new slide like this after, just to make sure that we don't make it too much on one slide. Same thing here, we'll bold the all, which the people are going to say along with the pastor. So you can see I've added the tags for bold here, put a hard line break between the different lines of the prayer, and then I've put a slide break so we don't have too many on one slide, and so we're not breaking in the middle of something that people have to say if we can avoid it. I'm going to save that, and save that, and let's add that to the service and see how that looks. Here we go. There we go, that's pretty clear, so you can see what the people are saying are bolded. And there we go, looks good.